Sir, if you could raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm your testimony in the matter pending before the court should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? So help you God.
I do.
Okay. Can you state your name, please, and spell it for our court reporter?
Doug Whitehead, DougWhitehead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Whitehead. If you could please, sir, tell the jury what it is that you did for a living.
I was a firefighter, sergeant in Athens-Clark County Fire Department.
How long did you work for the Athens-Clark County?
Almost 35 years.
When did you start and when did you stop?
Started January 1st, 1977, and stopped sometime in January of 2011.
Over the course of your career with Athens-Clark County Fire Department, did you work in a number of different stations around town?
Oh, yes.
Specifically in January of 2001, do you recall where you were stationed back then?
Station 5 on Whit Davis Road.
Mr. Whitehead, on January the 19th of 2001, do you remember being dispatched to a house fire at 160 Fawn Drive?
Yes, I do.
Is that in Athens-Clark County?
It is.
Just real quick, to get from Station 5 to Fawn Drive, how would you get there?
Well, we turn left out of the fire station, go to the intersection at Lexington Road, turn left. Believe it's the next road to the right is Cooper Road, and Fawn Drive would be off of that.
So when you turn onto Lexington from Whit Davis, are you turning left as
turn left town? At the red light towards Athens.
Do you remember about what time of day that call came out?
11-ish, I believe.
Describe, if you can, sir, what you personally observed when you arrived at 160 Fawn Drive.
Smoke coming from the rear of the apartment.
Okay. And so what did you do next?
I told the guys on the back to pull an 1 3/4 attack line, and we proceeded to the front door of the building.
What did you observe when you got to the front door?
It was locked.
What happened next?
Kicked it in.
What did you observe once that front door had gotten kicked in?
Smoke in that room. In the right rear corner of that room, to the best of my knowledge or remembrance, it is like one big room, kitchen and living room kind of combined, and in the right corner was a red glow.
And did you and the other firefighters go to investigate the source of that red glow?
We did.
What was it?
It was an electric stove with all 4 eyes on the top on high, and the knobs pulled off and placed on the countertop.
What did you do upon observing the stove being turned on with the eyes, or with the knobs removed?
I didn't personally do it myself, but the knobs were put back on the stove and it was turned off.
Did you then turn your attention towards locating the source of the fire?
Yes.
Describe exactly what you did next, sir.
From the stove, we would have kind of turned left, and there was a hallway, short hallway, a door at the end of that hallway, a door to the left, a door in front, and a door to the right. All 3 of those doors were locked. So we were pretty sure that the fire was in the room to the right, and it was locked, and we kicked that door in.
Okay, and what happened when you kicked the door in?
We found the fire, source of the fire, and we also found Miss Baker.
We'll get to that in a minute, but I want to talk about encountering the fire and what you and other firefighters.
The fire had broken through the roof, which means that it burned through the sheetrock, up into the attic, through the insulation, through the plywood and the asphalt shingles on the top. so you could actually see daylight through that hole.
It's a good time to ask. Do you remember what the weather was like that day? If you don't, that's okay.
I don't really remember.
Okay.
It seems maybe cloudy, overcast, and maybe cold, but I couldn't tell you for sure.
And so, what do you specifically recall about the discovery of the body in the bedroom?
I remember seeing Tara or Miss Baker at the foot of the bed, and what I remember is like her hair was wet and a comb had been run through her hair.
How was she positioned, if you remember?
I believe she was laying on her back.
Mr. Whitehead, do you recall, in fighting the fire in the bedroom, what would be the result, or what was the result, if you remember, of actually having to extinguish the fire to the structure of the bedroom?
From what I remember, the fire was primarily up overhead, not that much fire, so we basically would just hit it, and just a couple of turns of the nozzle, it was extinguished.
And after doing that, were you able to view a potential source or origin of the fire?
Yes.
What was that?
An Afghan, what I consider an Afghan, was crocheted. I'm not sure if that's crocheted, knitted, was placed onto that stove that was, all four eyes were open, on high, ignited, carried to the bedroom and thrown on the bed, and remnants of that Afghan were on the stovetop in places where it dripped on the floor around to the bedroom.
And so, what was the primary area of the fire in the bedroom, if that makes sense?
The bed, yeah.
You mentioned that you found the deceased, Miss Baker, at the foot of the bed, lying on her back. Do you remember anything else about her condition when you first saw her?
Yes. I know some type of electrical cord. Not really sure where that came from, but around her neck.
Once you and the other firefighters had gotten the fire under control, what did you do at that point?
We backed out to preserve evidence. Once we realized there was Miss Baker was in the room, we backed out to try to preserve as much evidence as we could after making sure the fire was extinguished.
Mr. Whitehead, do you recall anything about the back window, the kitchen window to the house?
I think that the screen was taken out of the window and propped against the back of the house, but I cannot tell you that for 100%.
When you say you think that, is that your best recollection?
Yes, yes.
Overruled.
That's the last question I have.
All right.
Mr. Whitehead, I don't have any further questions for you, defense may.
All right.
Mr. Cruz.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Whitehead. My name is Attorney Amai Cruz, represent Mr. Faust. Is it okay if I ask you a couple of questions?
Absolutely.
Okay. In regards to the screen, would it have been the fire department's practice to find a screen outside the house and put it back in the window?
Would not have been our practice, no.
Okay. Is that a practice that you're aware of with any agency that you've worked with?
Other than the fire department, I wouldn't be
Sure.
sure about their practices.
Would it be fair to say that the front door was deadbolt locked when you
Yes,
found it?
yes,
And I believe you say this on direct. There was heavy smoke and flames coming out of the corner of the house. Is that right?
that's right.
Were those was the bedroom door locked? Do you recall?
Yes,
Okay. Was the bathroom door connected to that bedroom lock?
yes. And so was the door to the left.
You gained entry into that room by kicking those doors in. Is that correct?
That's right.
And just to make sure I'm clear, that's the front door you had to kick in, the bedroom door you had to kick in, and the bathroom door that you had to
That's
kick
correct.
in. Do you recall completing a Firefighter Athens-Clark County Fire Department interview with Firefighter report?
No, but I'm sure I did.
Yes, sir. Would you have any reason to disagree that you placed in your report that there was no evidence of forced entry?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Sure. Would you have any reason to disagree with the statement that in your report you put that there was no evidence of forced entry?
Before our arrival?
Correct.
Yes.
Those are all of my questions for you. Thank you.
Any redirect, Mr. Bolden?
Your Honor.
May this witness be excused.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Cruz?
No objection, Your Honor.
You're free to go, sir.
Free to leave?
You are, sir.
Thank you.
You may call your next. You may. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've just discussed amongst ourselves kind of best timing, and I'm going to let you all go a little bit early today. I know Dr. Waller has to get to a broken pipe, and we've talked about that. So I'm going to release you today and ask you to return back here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, where we are going to resume the trial of this case. My instructions that I've given you, of course, continue to apply. Please don't talk about the case, anything you may have heard in court today with anybody. Don't do any research. Please don't go on the internet and do any independent research or analysis or anything like that about this case. Does anybody have any questions for the court about that? Very good. I appreciate your patience today. We got, started a little bit late and we took a late lunch. I will try to do a normal lunch every day between 12 and 12:30, just so you're aware. We have some snacks for you all in the jury room and drinks. If there's anything that you need while you're waiting for us in the jury room, you need to let the court know. We'll be happy to try to get it for you. Other than that, I'm going to release all of you. See you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you.